What's going on, everybody? It's the Arcane Duels League match. This is the last match of the first round in this group here. I'm Keejchen, and commenting with me today is going to be Puddnhead.
Yo.
And we have a match between Reddicedaries using the Paladin and Keejchen using the Druid.
How do we know this? Because they submitted their mages ahead of time.
Yep, and so they go into this match knowing what the opponent's going to play. So we'll see. You know, the Druid tends to have a belief in the meta that it is probably one of the strongest mages in the game. So it'll be really interesting to see how Red Dice adjusts his Paladin to fight the Druid specifically.
Yeah, that'll be good. I was thinking at the beginning when I saw this matchup was happening that he should run 3 Crusader Griffins and just murder all the plants and not care about the vines. But then, of course, we have everything that has ever been released from Mage Wars up to this date in this league. And Keejchen might be running bees.
And boot camp. I don't know what that is, but okay.
Boot camp? What?
I think he's using a Mac, is my guess. Why he's not using Octagon normally, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, you know, when it comes to a tournament setting, anything that distracts you from your normal playstyle, generally you want to be gone. So things like his F2 not working, I would demand a restart. I'm going to be honest. Like, that seems a little crazy, but, you know, if he wants to play that way, more power to him there.
And we did see that both books validated correctly, right?
Yes. So it looks like we're going to start with Keejchen pulling out that wonderful vine.
Yeah, he's played a Druid so many times, he's not going to forget about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's always a sign of how experienced someone is, depending on if they actually deploy their vine or remember to or not. Of course, the vine being very useful in terms of hindering, but also for things like Meridia's.
Uh-oh. He's moving forward. What's going on here?
He's going to do a Tattery opening. This is pretty typical Keejchen Druid opening. He generally goes for Tattery, and I think Vine Tree he goes. Sometimes I think he might just go Mana Flare. I don't remember exactly how he does it. But Tattery is just kind of useful. It's, you know, the first quick cast creature that ever came out, so it's pretty cool. And it looks...
Well, what's the point?
I mean,
why have Tattery out now is the question.
It gains mana. It's basically like a six spell ethereal kind of weirder dude.
Okay.
That being said, it looks like Red Dice has Meditating Monk and the Mana Crystal going for the economy play as well. Which, you know, generally is a good idea. I think it might be a bit too slow against the Druid, but we'll have to wait and see.
Standard thinking is that you want big dice creatures and chop the forest down, or you want to run at the tree and kill the tree first and then recover. So yeah. This is an interesting opening here.
I do actually like the monk in terms of the gaining a mana aspect, and he can do damage. The question is, I wonder how much he's going to be doing of either one of those. I guess it's going to be like one of those things where I'm wondering how aggressive Keejchen's going to be, because basically if you look at the field, he could sort of, I mean, he could deploy something on his center, next round deploy something on you know, Red Dice's center, put up a wall between, and suddenly he has a setup that we saw so much in ADMW2 that just like annihilated players. That being said, we still don't really know what Red Dice is doing. We saw economy, but is he going for creatures? Is he going for a Battle Forge? Things like that. We just, it's still up in the air.
I've said this a lot of times, I think, but I'm going to say it again. I don't like Meditating Monk.
That's fair. Do you want to talk about why?
If you're going to, the point of playing Meditating Monk, right, is to get another mana. right? Get a mana increase. My question is, why not just play a crystal? Because it doesn't take a full action to play the crystal. And when you gain a mana with the crystal, you gain it during channeling instead of during the action phase. So you have it available to you during the quick cast, which you do not have the Meditating Monk's mana available to you during the quick cast. And creatures are notoriously easier to kill than conjurations are. And I don't see the point of Meditating Monk most of the time. In most situations, when I see people play Meditating Monk, it might as well have been a crystal.
I mean, it is 1 mana cheaper and a spellbook point cost. I don't know if that affects anything of your thinking between, for the Paladin specifically. But, so it's one of those things where, like, mana-wise, it did even out in that sense. But I can see where you're coming from in the sense that the monk is easier to kill and stuff like that. Because it can sort of, like, bite you in the butt, if he just, like, dies to an idol or something like that,
Yeah, if he dies to an idol, or like Red is talking about right now, Alluring Orchid. Alluring Orchid makes it so you don't gain the mana, and then the monk dies.
Alluring Orchid is a great spell. Haven't seen it in a tournament until this one, but it just counters these minor creatures so well. I mean, 3 mana basically to get at least a minimum of 1 action against it is so good.
When you could kill Tattery with it.
Yep. Absolutely
and
can.
Not have to worry about an unavoidable attack. Just put an Orchid in its zone and done. Now, Paladin's probably not running an Orchid, but you never know.
It wouldn't be bad to, honestly. Going against the Druid, maybe, but even with the Druid's creatures are typically level 2 or lower. Don't get me wrong, they can do like Vine Snapper and stuff like that, but like things like the Lashers and stuff, really good against that. Looks like we're going to see a Mana Lotus get deployed out of that Vine tree. And then additional Vine. Looks like, is he going to do another one? Yes, he is. He's placing 2 Vines. This is dangerous for Red. I'll get to that soon. But the Mana Lotus, it's one of those economy plays we've been seeing more of. It's, those questions of do you do Mana Flower or Lotus? It's the same spellbook cost. This one just gives you a bump earlier. And going on these double Vine things, the reason why it is dangerous that we've seen a double Vine is because he can start setting up combos really nicely here. The ability to own the center tends to own the whole map just because he has things that can pull stuff, and all you need is something like a Force Push or Teleport for 3 mana to get in those sorts of ranges. That being said, it looks like Red Dice is playing that economy play still, bringing out Aaron. Again, this is one of those creatures that I call it an economy play because it's a cheap creature that you have to spend more, but ultimately he gets to be a really good creature for what you paid for him in the long run. Wow, looks like we have more little flyers out for Keejchen, bringing out the Philella. So he's looking for a hyper enchantment. Theoretically, hyper enchantment kind of play. So will Red bring the purge?
Here's the regrowth. All right.
Regrowth.
Druid can't quick cast. He has 0 mana. So
this has a very typical Red Dice Aaron play here. In the games that I've seen him play, Aaron with regrowth is very common. I think most players actually just do Aaron regrowth if they're going to do it.
Well, right, because having a 2 armor, 15 health creature with regrowth and 5 attack dice is really good. It's just you don't get there right away.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. And that's that economy creature kind of play I was talking about earlier.
Philella is not allowed to cast Barkskin, right? Barkskin mage cast?
I believe it is. Let me actually double check that, but
I got it up here. I'll just scroll down and find it.
Spark Skin. It is, no, Phila can cast it, actually. Rock on.
Alright.
By the way, everyone joining us in the chat, welcome to this game. Hope you guys are ready for a long one. I anticipate it being a little bit longer. You never know what players bring, but generally Holy tends to play longer games with the heals. Druid, of course, naturally just healing.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. So I'm interested to see why Keejchen needs 5 mana 2 turns from now.
Yeah, right? As opposed to playing Mana Flower.
Well, I mean, the reason he played, I think one of the reasons that he played it this turn is that he was going to cast Philella, so he didn't have mana for a Mana Flower.
Oh, he did even out at 0. That's true.
And he deployed it because it's a Vine spell, and Mana Flower is not a Vine spell.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, that's kind of a cool opening. I dig that. So I wonder if he plans to reveal anything or cast anything specifically when it blooms, or if he just was like, I want to do something with my actions, I might as well do it. Do this.
Sure. I wonder if he's got another one in there too. That'll go down when.
Yeah, I've always thought that Moonglow Amulet, Mana Lotus, I've always thought that they're good when you plan out why they're good. Otherwise, you should just take the longer lasting spells. And with Keejchen having
Wistful Amulet, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Keejchen specifically going down to 0 mana is one of those things where he planned that clearly. So I gotta give it to him for making a good play there. Looks like we're gonna see another Vine go down. Keejchen's gonna stay at 10 mana, 2 on the tree. Nothing else comes out. So this is very just he's spreading it out. And again, owning these center zones is something Keejchen's gonna aim to do here.
Alright, is Red Dice going to quick cast? Probably not.
Well, he's at 21 mana. Okay, looks like the enchantment goes down the Druid. So far, I'm actually really liking Red Dice's play, just because he hasn't versed the aggression yet. But, I'm not sure if I like this card. That's a little bit dangerous.
You could Chant of Rage here in this turn.
Yeah. Okay, so Keejchen's going to double move, and that is intimidating. Right. Elendel comes out.
This is good. I like this.
Yeah, this is typically how you want to fight a Druid. Is maybe not the Meditating Monk, but get some big dudes and chop your way through. We're going to see a Dispel
the Regrowth.
Okay. And
I'm fairly certain that Red Dice has a Martyr's Restoration in his book, so it's not going to be the end of the world.
Yeah, losing the regen could mean that bleeds matter more, but in terms of Aaron getting up that 5 dice, it's probably a guarantee there. Enchantment goes down at Allendale. That could be a bunch of stuff. Could be as simple as Arcane Ward to prevent a kidnap, to all the way to like Knight's Courage. Although with Philella out, Knight's Courage probably won't be that good.
Yeah. Akira's Favor is my favorite thing to put on.
Akira's Favor, that's a solid one.
Gives you a 75% stun chance.
Yeah, man. Can't complain about that.
Now, what I would love to see from Red this turn is a Lesser Teleport on Allendale. Reveal, well, he doesn't have to reveal it, and then pump him up and stun the Druid.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then he can use his action to get Aaron online.
I mean, Keejchen, that double move, that puts his mage out there pretty far. And, he has 14 mana, 4 on this tree here, so... Man, that Teddery doing work. So he's going to have to... I wonder if, he needs one more round to do what he wants to do, and so he's just trying to buy time by, scaring Red Dice in that corner.
It could be a trap, too. I mean, you could see a deployed Thorn Lasher this turn.
Oh, yeah.
From the tree, and then a hard cast Thorn Lasher this turn from the Druid.
Get the train going.
Yeah, and then he could either Bloodspine Wall with 4, or he could Rouse the Beast with 2, and then cast with Philella. I mean,
Oh yeah.
those are some things that could happen this turn.
Yeah, so basically, Red Dice has 15 mana, 16 if you count the Meditating Monk. Keejchen has 14, 4 on that Vine Tree, 1 on Philella. So even though Keejchen looks like less mana, he has more available to him this whole round. So I'm kind of excited to see if he has a specific play in mind, or this is just another build-up phase for him. In terms of Red Dice,
I still think I would Lesser Teleport and smack with Alan.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to start marching here. I could see some sort of Lesser Teleport. That would be the aggressive play. But, we'll have to wait and see.
Or even Ballad of Courage would work.
Mm-hmm. That would be great with the Vines.
Ballad of Courage would cost him 9, though.
Hmm. Looks like Keejchen's really debating his move here. So what's on Keejchen right now is, my guess is Barkskin. That's kind of just the standard. It could be something funky. I mean, I guess it could be Rhino Hide or Regrowth if you wanted to do the non-upkeep kind of stuff.
It'd be funny if it was reverse attack.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Especially with that Elendil thing. So most likely, I'm guessing what Red Dice is going to do is he's probably going to martyr Aaron. And he might do something funky, like the Lesser Teleport. The Ballad of Courage might already be on Elendil. Or he might just advance everything and put on armor.
Yeah. I honestly don't think Red Dice is the one to make the Lesser Teleport smack plays.
Yeah.
It's not really his style.
Yeah, he likes to play more
conservative. He could have changed it by now, but I don't think he's going to do it. I can tell you that's exactly what I would be doing right now. You could also cast Dorceus this turn. Martyrs and Dorceus. And just sit in his corner. I'd love to see an Artemis play.
Artemis. Oh my god. You rarely see her, but
I mean, Artemis can kill Tattery and Philella in one shot.
That is true.
Given the chance. And having something range 2 can deal with Thorn Lashers as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Range 2 tends to be a little bit weaker in terms of survivability, but that's why they're range 2. Alright, looks like Thorn Lasher is going to come out. And this is that tactic we were talking about. It looks like he used the Vine that he would have deployed to do that with. And this is that once it gets going and the bleeds start churning through, you can just lose stuff so fast here.
Keejchen is... Oh, you put a mana. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Guarding again with Aaron, huh?
I like that Tattery only because it's allowing him to delay turns to see what your opponent does. That's actually pretty cool.
You could argue that the Monk and Tattery, that's exactly what they're for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Flo is going to advance and actually enchant. Interesting. I wonder why I wanted to advance the Flo. That's always kind of one of those risky things to do. Especially when you don't need to with enchantments.
Yeah. Paladin's sitting in his corner. It's not a risk.
Seeking Dispel goes down against the one that just got cast. And that is going to be the Barkskin. It is going to come back and cantrip. That's great for Keejchen, I'm sure. Oh man, what a lucky play for Keejchen. Granted, it is an action used from Philella, so it's not from his mage, but it's sort of like, all right, you use 2 spellbook points. I use 2 mana. You use 2 mana. But I don't lose spellbook points. So if he is playing for a longer game, that's super beneficial for him. And it looks like he's going to be getting the living armor up. So he was going, okay, you might try to teleport me. I need to have some sort of armor for this.
Yeah.
That's probably why I advanced with Philella. Because if he's like, if you teleport, catch me, I want Philella to be able to enchant me next turn too. It makes sense.
He's going to guard with Elendil.
Yeah, he needs to be aggressive here. I don't think Red Dice is... Ugh, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if he has another plan up, but maybe
He's
teleport
not going
wand.
to quick cast either. Oh, he's going to Seeking Dispel on Allendale.
So we're playing the trade-off game here.
Hero's Favor.
It's not that bad of a pick. It's only one spell point.
Gosh, though. Seriously, though.
I'm sure Keejchen's happy because he's like, all right, you'll probably put another one on because Akira's Favor is so good on Allendale. All right, and that's the end of the round. Living Armor is going to go up to 3, bringing Keejchen's total armor to 3.
Unless he's got a Rhino Hide or something.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, honestly, Keejchen's pretty safe right now, I'd say.
Well, yeah, Tree Bonds, and he can always have Philella put another Bark Skin on him.
Like, you know that Red Dice is waiting to martyr here. He didn't place another regrowth, so like probably like Keejchen can bet that before action starts, the martyrs will happen. That'll be a quick cast in and of itself.
Maybe.
Or he'll just let, Aaron not get melee, I guess. And just, like, kind of just take hits and stuff like that. Which isn't bad. I mean, 5 mana for a 2 armor. What is it, 8? What does he have left? He has 10 life?
He has
10 life?
left,
That's
yeah.
not bad. I mean, granted, he has a regrowth on him. But, that wasn't bad in terms of that.
I wanted to see that Allendale hit. I really wanted to see that Allendale hit.
Are they in planning? Let me tell them. Living Armor goes to 3. Yep. There you go, man. There you go. Making sure it happens. Allendale didn't, though. Allendale's Garden, man.
I know.
Blue Knight's waiting for the call.
I guess. He's got that sword lifted up above his head for this whole game. And then we'll see if he gets to bring it down.
So, the Lotus just triggered.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives, Keejchen an extra 5 mana. So, I mean, honestly, I'm curious to see if he's just going to set up that center point and just start going crazy. And if he is, then Red Dice really has to worry about that this round.
Well, Red Dice has some more mana, so he could get out another big hitter this turn.
Yeah.
And get Aaron up and going.
Need to ask Koshade a question. Alright. Okay, I won't tell everyone what that is.
That's fine. Let them be in suspense. What is it that he needs to know?
All right. Well. Now I kind of know what Red Dice is thinking this turn, so I won't really comment on what he's doing. But in terms of Keejchen...
Red Dice tends to be a very passive player, and I'm a little nervous that he's reverting to his passiveness here.
Yeah, I have to agree. Knowing when to be passive is usually when the other guy is being passive, but when he's like setting up stuff outside your walls, that's when you gotta be, ready to go. And the Vine Snapper comes out.
It's true.
So that puts Keejchen at 14 mana. So let's see, what could Keejchen do here? He could theoretically Rouse for 2 mana.
He could cast a Crab.
Martyr's Restoration goes down. Aaron is a fully healed creature now.
Oh, man.
I can't add melee. It's interesting that he's been able to do it for so long, but now he can't.
Inconsistent cakes. Marker count invalid.
Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, I mean, if I were Keejchen, I'd just chill back, use your other dudes first besides your Druid and your Thornlasher, and maybe wait to teleport something out.
Yeah.
And looks like Red Dice is going to play a good, smart play with Meditating Monk, just trying to delay as well, sort of the passing of the turn game here. Tattery just going to get another mana.
Interesting. He's just going to stay put.
Keejchen, or Red Dice is he done?
It looks like he's staying. Oh, he's thinking about it. Okay.
This is a big play. The longer he waits, I don't know if it gets worse for him, but you know, the suspense builds. All right, so he used Aaron here. So does...
I really got to wonder what the Druid has prepared this turn.
I mean, a simple force push would be good here.
I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Thornlasher Rouse the Beast.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I guess he could theoretically do a Bloodspine Wall and a force push.
That's true. You could do that too. That would work.
There's a bunch of different aggressive options. Okay, so he's gonna move on.
Doesn't really matter which one you do. All right, he's decided.
I actually don't like that he went to the Mana Crystal, specifically against Druid, just because they're plant creatures and some of the conjurations, they like to just sit in a zone because they can't move. And if you just give them an extra Mana Crystal, then you can't necessarily avoid them as much. He's going to guard with his Thorn. Okay, so this is going to be a passive turn here.
Move and guard.
That's a little scary for Keejchen, having something at your door like this. Especially when it's not his initiative next round.
Yeah, I'd probably back up if I were him.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably has 5 or 7 armor on.
Mm-hmm.
So he might not be that worried.
So what does Keejchen have planned? Like,
well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, like, what is taking him so long to think about this? I guess it's probably to decide if he wants to stay in the zone or give it up.
I wonder if he's got a creature.
Alright, we see the... Ooh, the Vine Whip Staff.
He's going to be putting stucks on things? Oh, he's going to go in for the smack.
Do we have a Bear Strength? I mean, I don't mind this play at all. The ability to transfer 2 life. Maybe regen 2 as well. Like, he's just getting some early damage on to just secure it later. That's not bad. Getting 4 damage on that's average.
That might be why he got rid of the regrowth too, so that his Druid's damage would stick.
Mm-hmm. We see a 5 dice counterattack against 3 armor here.
Generating dice rolls.
Looks like, wow, really nice roll here. Getting 4 damage through with a 5 die attack. Very lucky there. Going down to 2 armor then, and we are going to see a ballista go down as well. And I would say this is very typical Red Dice Paladin here. You know, I guess the Allendale is probably a little bit unique, but I don't think it's unheard of to see him play that.
You know what would be interesting is if he cast Knockdown on Philella and shot her with the ballista.
That would be cool.
All of a sudden the Druid's buff battery is gone. It's more likely that he's going to be shooting the Vine Snapper, though.
It's
or the Druid. I mean, maybe he'll just focus all of his attentions on the Druid this turn.
I mean, the Druid's in his face.
Yep, that would not be a bad plan.
Let's see. We're in upkeep right now. So, Keejchen's probably going to transfer to that life. Yeah, there he goes.
He did.
Gain the armor. Yeah, Vinewood Staff is, it's nice because of the stucks. It's also a little bit expensive. I'm not
reach too,
yeah.
so I wonder if he was worried about griffins.
That's a good reason to take it for sure. I mean, the Stux is of course really nice too, just because it's like semi Tanglevine, you know,
Yeah,
loosely.
it's like having 100 million Tanglevines.
Yeah, and you just keep because you can stack them too, and you have to roll separately for each one, I believe.
Wow.
So you know, it's nice.
I wonder if we're going to see a critical strike go on this druid. 3 spellbook points.
Just to get through that.
It would be better for Philal to cast Rust on the other guys. That's in school.
Yeah, that would make more sense too. I mean, the aggressive druid here, this is kind of the turn to see if that was a good play or not. The ballista shouldn't be too unexpected. You know, these 2 creatures in the back center, I think he just got to figure out how to get something to that zone. You know, the question is he going to get hit by that first? Whatever he does for that.
Yeah, you know what would be really interesting is if Red Dice put an Alluring Orchid in that zone right there.
Ooh, I would like that, yeah. That would be actually a really solid move. It's 3 mana, and it probably takes up at least... It probably will take up 2 attacks, but you'll probably not get a rot. Is probably what would happen here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But still... I guess.
But the thing is, if the druid wasn't in the way, right? I would say he'd want to be able, before he did that, he'd want to be able to get both Aaron and Allendale in there and just kill something.
That would be the better play, I think. I mean, honestly, even a move to the left in like a force wave, how weird that sounds would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I dig that. And you could even Pillar of Righteous Flame in the Ballista zone first, and then force everything in there.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, get the druid in there. Not that it would do a whole lot to the druid, but
so yeah, I mean it's I think Red Dice has the edge here. I think it's still pretty.
He does
even.
have 26 mana. I don't know what he's waiting for with his 26 mana. Like maybe he's gonna teleport himself in there and Ring of Fire or something.
I mean, that would work really well.
But, you know, pumping up Allendale to get this druid stunned would be pretty good.
Yeah, stunning the mage is incredibly powerful, especially when they have a bear strength staff, because that's a lot of mana they just can't use anymore. It's on the board.
Done, not done, done, not done.
You done, man? Done. He just not done.
Is it possible to see who's in the chat room?
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be a way that anybody can see who's checking it out. For everyone that's lurking, hope you guys are having a good time watching this game. Keejchen, super solid player here. Been playing for years, has shown all sorts of very unique builds. Red Dice, probably worked more on the Paladin than probably anyone else I've seen. He just really wants to explore that mage specifically. So clearly we're going to see good Paladin play out of this.
I just wanted to make sure that neither of our participants was actually in the chat.
They could be. They could be.
Yeah.
But that would be cheating. Just saying.
Getting advice from people that are watching the game live.
Yeah, right.
Huh. Well, I mean, we're just waiting now.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna move on.
All right, we
Move
got
on to
deploys.
deployment.
We're gonna deploy. Hey, Lasher, here it comes.
Interesting zone placement for this guy.
Oh,
I don't really like this.
That's a lot of things in one zone.
I mean, Red Dice knows you're playing a Druid. So in terms of meta calling it, you know, you're mentioning Ring of Fire.
Oh my gosh, is he doing it?
You mentioned
He's
Ring
totally
of Fire.
doing it.
I mean, that would just, yeah, there it is. It shouldn't kill these guys, but
That's
it
the
should
ballista sword, though.
should mess them up pretty hard. 5 dice against Philella, and a possibility to burn. This is a great play by Red.
Oh, he can't F1.
Keejchen has to kill his own dudes. Can't he,
I don't think he can right click
drag?
either.
Why did we start this game when he's... Okay, man. Alright, so 5 dice against a 6 life creature. It shouldn't die, which means it should get its spell off.
Or it's dead.
Or it rolls 9.
Oh my gosh.
That almost rolled double damage. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Looks like a hydrothermal vent gets discarded as well. Geez, 7 dice going against one dude. That's going to be a burn too. Remember, it's a +2 to the effect roll.
Yep. Yep, that's a burn.
And we got 2 more dudes here. This is going to be a super efficient spell. I mean, already taking out Philella. Pretty much worth it in itself.
Vine Snapper is being targeted here.
And,
That
man.
is 8 damage.
8. Doesn't get the burn.
Holy cow.
But still, very nice here. Oh my god.
And 9 damage.
So rolling really
and
well.
And a burn.
So basically, he rolled super well in this. Like, Philella should have died during upkeep instead of dying now.
Why wouldn't you shoot the Vine Snapper? I don't know.
That's a dead Vine Snapper. Alright, just wants to make sure he's gonna die. Or he can do that. I don't know why he can right target with that, but not... Okay.
Can't remove the load tokens either. Oh, I guess he can. Alright, that's fine.
Alright, so did Red Dice adjust his mana here?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think he didn't do at least the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to spend 9.
Cool. You just did.
Alright, there he did. Okay, good.
Hopefully he's not listening, because that would be bogus.
Yeah, that would be super bad. I would lose a billion respects for him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because
But
it would have been like, just, I told you what to do.
probably didn't. Probably didn't, though. Let me just put that out there. Especially based on the messages he sent me.
Yeah, I know he runs Ring of Fire in his Paladin for swarms, so I figured it was likely that he was going to do something like that.
Oh, interesting. His Vine Snapper is going to actually attack the Paladin here. That means he's probably not trying to kill... Oh, no, he's not going to.
What
No,
is
he
he going
is.
to kill?
All right. I mean, I don't know if
The Vine Snapper can only attack the Paladin.
Well, the Druid has 2 actions, and I would assume that you want to try to probably start taking out these creatures. So by going after the Paladin, he's essentially saying, I'm not going to play the kill creature game. So that's interesting to me, because it makes me wonder what he's going to do with his Druid now. Because just attacking the creatures is probably not a good idea. And 8 dice. 8 dice rolls 12 damage on 8 dice. Holy cow, guys. That's insane. And does get the stun, of course. Dang, dude.
Wow.
He's rolling so well this game.
Yup. I might just pile in with the monk. Seriously, just
Yeah.
knock all the pieces of armor off of the
Yeah,
living armor.
I mean, that's true.
Or
I mean, that's the nice part about the monk is being able to use that melee whenever you can.
Or you could just get mana. Getting mana is fine.
Okay, so he spent 4 for the night? Yes, he did.
Oh, he is going to move in here.
I actually like this play a lot.
I don't know, but what the?
He rolled max damage, guys. Holy cow, that's insane. Like, I
was
mean,
like, there's no way he's gonna do damage with that.
if the RNG gods want you to win this game, that's just how it is, you know. That's why you're not out of this tournament by losing one game. That being said, Keejchen's not out yet.
Now that Vine Snapper though, it's gonna die next turn. I'm pretty sure.
Well, at least it will be Keejchen's initiative, so he'll have to use an attack spell to kill it.
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna see. Yep, he's gonna use his staff. It looks like, and he's gonna stuck something. I like this play a lot.
He gets the stun. He gets rid of the stun by putting a vine out with the staff.
It is a non-attack quick cast spell, so he is allowed to do that. It costs 1 mana. So what is he gonna stuck?
I don't think he's gonna stuck anything.
Oh, is he just placing? He's just placing a vine token.
He just wanted to get rid of the stun.
Yeah.
Jeez.
5 dice, rolling 5 damage, 4 of that going through, or 3 of that going through.
Yeah.
Man, this druid took a lot of damage this round.
But he's going right back down to 12, though, right?
That is true.
I mean,
that is true. I mean, this is kind of why
he's getting 2 more armor tokens.
This is kind of why being aggressive with the druid is problematic. Granted, both of these creatures are now in the back here, while the paladin's up front. So, you know, Keejchen can spike damage, especially with no armor on the paladin.
Yeah, that's true. He could. My question is Red going to go for the tree now?
Keejchen's setting his mana down 4. What is he
he's going to do the stuck now.
Ah. Okay. So what is he going to stuck?
Probably Allendale.
Allendale would make sense because it's his initiative.
Yeah.
He could move out if he wanted to.
I suspect if you look at Red Dice's mana right now, he is going to channel 10.
Yep.
Which is going to give him enough to double fireball that tree.
Oh, killing the tree would be really cool, actually. I would dig that play a lot.
Now, it's entirely possible that he's not going to do that, and instead he's going to try and take care of these 2 creatures first. But he is in position right now to double fireball that tree.
I mean, him running 2 fireballs is totally reasonable. He knew he was versing a druid, and you know, normally paladins taking fireballs, but when you know you're versing plants, probably a good idea. Bad Luck Dreff, welcome to the chat. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well.
So, yeah, if he leaves these creatures alone, they are going to eventually heal and waste some of that fire damage that he did to them.
Yeah, right? So...
Oh, you know what? He did roll 7 dice on each of them.
Yes, he did.
So, it's not a ridiculously high roll.
Well, against Philella, he did kill her with a 1 above, and then, of course, he rolled max damage with the monk, and Allendale getting a crazy good roll, too.
I understand that. I'm just saying the plants are going to take extra damage anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yes, okay, I got you. Wasn't sure exactly what you were saying, I guess. Looks like he's got another question for me. It feels like back in high school when I used to play a dungeon master in D&D, and someone would be like, I have a question for you. And you talk to me off the side.
Right. Yeah, that living armor is really good. Really good.
Yeah, so it went down to 1, so he took an extra damage, but or no, it went down to 0, didn't it? So
Yeah.
now it's back up at 2, so it's back to a normal armor. All right, we're back in the deployment. Another mana load is going down. Ooh.
I mean, putting a creature out there right now is not going to help, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Putting a Tanglevine out there would help. If you could Tanglevine Aaron.
Yeah, like it seems like a mana play would just be weird to do right now.
Or maybe he's planning to Tsunami or something.
I mean, he has... That's true. He has 61 cards still, so clearly he has a longer game still in his book. Looks like this Vine Snapper is fearing a death, so he's just going to roll 5 dice against this Paladin. Nice. Getting 6, that's nice. 1 above.
Which is good.
And against this 0 armor play, that puts Red Dice almost at half life. So that's super dangerous. Keejchen then lesser teleports. He doesn't want to get stunned again. So that means this Allendale is going to have to either be teleported or something like that, or just try to get up by himself. That being said, we're going to see either an attack spell, we're going to see a fire attack spell maybe, or just a punch. Punching would be weird. No, he's going to fire stream.
Fire stream for six dice there.
He's taking the meta cards, man. Clearly Firestream, normally not in Paladin books. Maybe he does that all the time, I don't know. But
interesting, though.
That's clearly a meta play there.
He has no armor on.
Druid's going down for this 6 dice hit. This no armor could bite him in the butt, doing 8 damage. The dice is also getting pretty good for Keejchen here. Putting Red Dice at 24 out of 36, guys. Yikes. Teleport goes down. He wants to get that damage back onto that Druid. Looks like he has 4 armor right now.
That was a good move.
Great play there. He's got the mana to pump Allendale. So we could see another stun go down. Looks like he's going to add 4. It's going to be an 8 dice hit. He does not get the stun. Rolls really well, though, getting 2 above, getting 6 damage through. Putting Keejchen at 18 out of 34, guys. And he's down to 3 armor.
Powering through that tree gen and armor.
Mm-hmm. Both of them are hurting. Holy cow, guys. This is a crazy match. So 3 armor now, and there's 2 left to do attacks. Looks like he's going to choose to do Aaron first. I don't agree with that necessarily, but, it is what it is. So we're going to see a 5 dice hit. What?
He removed the melee from Aaron.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Aaron needs to roll stuck, too.
Allendale, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh my god, these rolls getting 7, guys. 7. 4 of that going through, putting him down to, I believe it's 2 armor. And I believe it's a 7 up?
9 up? 7 up?
9 up. Check. A stuck creature may attempt to escape on a roll of 7 or higher. Roll of 7 or higher, remove stuck. So the stuck is going to stay on Allendale here. Holy cow, guys, the damage. I thought this was going to be a long game. I'm sorry, guys, if you made some popcorn, you made some nice tea or something, seriously. Sat down with your cat, dog, whatever pet you like, but this is probably going to end pretty quickly. Who knows, the game's not over yet, but it might be over in 2 rounds.
I don't know. They're both so survivable, though.
That's true.
Like, Paladin's got to have a heal in there. Druid is going to just keep regenning.
Well, it's... Keejchen's going to go back up to 4 armor here. Looks like he's going to regenerate down to 18 damage out of 34.
Down to 18 damage.
Red Dice is at 24 out of 36.
I mean, he's got to roll. He has to spend a turn rolling heal right now.
he-
Otherwise, he's going to die.
You guys, he
That's
has
my
no
opinion.
armor. No armor. That's so dangerous.
And he put himself in that situation.
I mean, that being said, he also has these big beaters ready to kill this druid here. So, you know, this is actually a pretty aggressive red dice.
I would heal right away, honestly, first quick cast, because the druid might poison blood you.
Ah, that's a good point.
So I think he needs to heal.
What do you think about fireballing the druid?
No.
No?
He needs
Okay.
he needs to heal. He needs to heal. I mean, sure, you could do that, but that's not what Red Dice is going to do.
Yeah, right.
I mean, let's see. Assuming the druid does not have a teleport that the druid is using right away, right? He can get 5 dice, pierce 3, and then do damage, and then he can get 8 dice against 3 armor with a possible
It
stun.
wouldn't be bad.
So that's
That would not
13
be
dice against 16 health that he needs to do. Armor's only going to help him against 4 of those damages, right? So he could, and assuming he gets the stun, he could just finish him off this round with a fireball or something.
Yes,
but
he could.
if he doesn't, he's dead, because the Vine Snapper is going to attack first turn.
Oh, yeah.
And then the druid is going to get away, or poison blood or something.
So most likely Red Dice either needs to use his main action to move or use some sort of movement spell.
Right.
Or I guess you could heal and then just kill the Vine Snapper, I guess.
I mean, I think you could heal and then either bring a teleport or a force push or something.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be a teleport. Yeah, he doesn't have mana. Oh, he could use the monk. He could use the monk to get enough mana to teleport the druid back into Allendale.
Yeah, that would be a cool play. I would dig that.
Because that would be 6 and 9.
Man, I mean, do you put... Coming from Keejchen's perspective now, do you put something on the Vine Tree? You know, do you go for, like, the boulder hit to Red Dice? You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of, like, weird ideas here of what you could do.
I think you back off. Honestly,
Just let your healing
prepare a teleport this turn.
Yeah, just get out of town. I would agree with that.
You already have Allendale stuck, so unless you're going to eat up another teleport from the Paladin, you're going to get away.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get away from that ballista, so I would actually teleport to the left middle.
Yeah, I can see
with
that.
the druid. You get away from the ballista, you got hindered Allendale and hindered monk and stuck Allendale, or hindered Aaron, stuck Allendale. Paladin can still reach you, but with the 4 regen a turn.
Oh yeah, he'll win in a straight fight if that's the case.
I honestly think he could win it out. He could teleport and boulder this turn.
Oh man. This is so dangerous. Like, I like how both sides can either play offensive and defensive. I mean, I guess Keejchen can play more of both, but, like, I like how now Red Dice has a choice, and that is, does he want to be defensive or offensive here? Like, which one would get him the better win? And, this is one of those tense moments that makes this game so good, is this planning phase right here.
You could also deploy a Tanglevine on the Paladin.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I guess if he had a teleport, then you know he's going to have to use it on that Paladin instead of anything else.
Or he's going to have to decide he's going to weather the storm. Like, he can only take 12 damage, like 11 damage before he's dead.
No Battleforge, give you armor, you know, all that stuff. It would be funny if he did something crazy like an eye for an eye and, like, went for a draw, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Eye for an Eye could kill the Vine Snapper.
Yeah, that's true.
But I really think Red Dice's best move right now is just a straight up heal. Keejchen needs to not get stunned again.
Those are brutal.
Or he can put a galvanize on himself.
On the Druid. I could see that.
Yeah, if he puts a galvanize on himself, he might be able to move over and kill the ballista.
I mean, here's the question: do you go?
He's got to kill the Paladin.
Do you wait to see if the Paladin moves out, or do you? Oh man, this is rough.
I mean, he could rock Boulder this turn.
Yeah, and that would win them the game.
Probably. It'd be 12 damage.
Yeah, assuming Reddice doesn't heal.
Right.
I mean, that being said, like, you know, if he doesn't move his Paladin, you know, action phase 1 and doesn't heal, do you just Vine Snapper Boulder? You know? It's essentially the same thing. You just get the win during your first action.
I don't know.
I know, right? That's what's tough about this. I like this match right now, man.
He is putting something on the tree. Whether he's going to use it or not is up to him. I mean, that armor counts for something.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. He still needs to take 16 damage to die. So, at this point, Keejchen could just go for the win.
Yep.
And then he'll have initiative next round, and if he needs to heal himself or get out of town, he can do that.
I mean, there is always the Wall of Thorns play. That is super dangerous. But I mean, like, without any armor on, like, he could just play it. Like,
the Paladin could also just heal and put armor on.
I guess he could Wall of Thorns' tree, and then play it. And so
Wall of Thorns isn't a vine spell.
Oh, is it not? That's right.
I'm pretty sure it's not a vine spell.
For some reason, I thought they errated it. But...
No, Tangle Vine they errated.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Which they shouldn't have done, but it does have the word vine in its name. So
yeah, that's right.
I see why they did it.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to play it out of your hand then, which that's not going to put yourself in that situation.
If it were Keejchen's initiative, I would say his best move is Poison Blood.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not his initiative, so he needs to figure out something else to do with his turn. And I think going for the win is going to end up being the wrong move because he has to expect that the Paladin's going to heal.
It's a Holy Mage.
Yeah, if he does not have a heal in his book, he is doing it wrong.
Yeah, right?
And if he's not planning on casting heal this turn, there's something crazy going on in his head.
I mean, he's playing a little bit more aggressive. He might want to try and stack up this damage.
Yeah, or he could just be like, all right, I'm going to Fireball Flame Blast you
right
now.
I guess he could. Fireball, Flame Blast, Ballista, that sort of thing. What's in your discard? Oh my God.
I can't look.
Yeah, you have to actually allow other people to see it. If you want them to see your discard.
Lesser Teleport, 2 Thorn Lashers, Philella, Hydrothermal Vent, and Mana Flower, Mana Lotus, Seeking Dispel, and Dispel. Yeah. So no hard teleports, which means he probably has one.
Also no attack spells.
It's true. Well, he hasn't really needed to attack spell at this point. It wasn't really going to do him much good.
That's fair.
Keejchen is 1 mana short of double Boulder.
How sweet would that be?
Well, it'd be likely to win him the game, assuming no heal.
I've never heard someone ask to see a discard before. This is like a crazy tense planning phase.
It didn't. Zot did that for with Hanma in 2015.
That's understandable. Yeah, that match
he
took
wanted
forever.
to see how many jinxes he had left.
Yep.
Oh, that was a crazy match.
That Jinx Master, man. Jinx Wizard.
Now, that back when Wizard's Tower was dumb.
Yeah. It was dumb. Looks like Keejchen says he's ready.
This is where Red Dice either makes the ultimately awesome plan or psychs himself out completely.
Yep.
Keejchen knows what he's doing.
He should bear strength this turn. That's what he should do.
What, Red Dice?
Yep. Bear strength.
Bear strength what? On his Paladin?
The monk.
Bear strength the monk.
He should bear strength the monk.
Cares this eagle bear strength.
You need to get damage through to take care of the armor. So, lead with the monk. Take care of the armor. Then hit him with the big hits.
He could dispel the bark skin.
Yeah. Be a good move. A lot of people don't take 2 of those.
I mean, it goes back in this book anyway.
Right? He's targeting Dispel.
I think he did it wrong. Well, he's just moving the board around, probably. Yeah. Looking at stuff.
He's like, look, it's that art form of Dispel, as opposed to the 2 or 3 other ones that are out there.
I think I do like the other one, though.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
A little better.
It's a cool concept,
Just don't think Dispels will backlash like that, Like, that would be like...
Just like, oh no!
That'd be like if they invented an explode for Dispels.
It definitely looks painful. Like, whatever's happening to this person.
Yeah.
Like, the magic is like a wall, just like, ah! Separating myself from the lion.
Man. Yeah, the other thing that Red Dice could do is he could use the ballista shot on the Vine Snapper to keep his Paladin safe.
That would be a cool idea.
But I think he's going to want to use the ballista first against the Druid because it ignores 3 of the armor and he can knock one of the armors off.
Man, that's so tough to choose.
All right. Hey, they made it.
All right, is Keejchen
to the next phase
going to deploy something on this tree?
I think, if anything, it's going to be a Tanglevine.
Thorn Lasher.
What?
All right.
All right. He doesn't think the game's over.
Game may not be over.
There's
playing the heal. All right.
Yeah.
That's going to use a lot of his mana, but still.
Can't roll dice.
So it's going to be 8 dice. He's going to heal 6.
The dice are swinging back around.
Going to 18. Yeah, I'd say it's evening out. So the question is there a movement spell here? There is going to be a movement spell.
Teleport. All right.
So that's going to mean that Allendale probably won't be able to hit the Druid.
It's going to move away and put on some armor.
Okay, I like the Tempered Folds because he's saying, if you did Thorn Lasher, then I don't want you to be able to hit me.
All right, now he is going to shoot the Vine Snapper to try and knock it out.
I like this play too.
Ooh, not enough.
No, he rolls 3. No! I'm sure Keejchen's very happy to see that roll. Means that Vine Snapper's not dead. Does Keejchen have a movement spell for that 5 dice? Red Dice is at 1 mana now. Out of spells, out of actions there. So, I mean, I guess as Keejchen, do you stuck Aaron? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
He's coming in. Coming in with the monk.
Monk shouldn't do too much damage. It gets 2 crit.
Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculously good, man. Ridiculously good.
It's nuts. So neither of them decided to go for the end it now
game.
Yep.
Which, funny enough, with that Tempered Folds, I think Keejchen, if he did have the Boulder Rock, probably still would have won.
No.
You don't think so?
No, because he needs to do 18 damage.
Because he'll have, oh yeah, he healed. What am I saying? Because I was going to say he has initiative next round, but, you know.
That's true. So if he just started slinging attack spells, he might have been able to pull it out.
But that's risky. And why do that when you're Druid?
Oh, he is. He's going to move him.
Is he going to move himself, though? He is going to move himself. He's going to bring that Paladin back.
They're just going to have a hug there.
That's how teleportation works there. The piercing 1 5-die attack is going to happen in a second.
Aaron gets to go first, yeah.
He can only move 1. He is going to move 1 in guard. So 5 dice. I mean, this could even out that whole heal right now. I just got to get 6 if you want to do that, theoretically. And he does get 6. It has piercing 1, so
piercing 1, so
bypasses that, putting red dice right up at 24 out of 36. Yikes.
Oh, man. And Keejchen is still healing for a turn.
Yep. 7 up he's got to get rid of that stuck. It is gone.
All right. No stuck. Allendale's back in the fight. Well, not exactly.
Okay. Well, I think this probably was a better turn for Keejchen.
Keejchen made up some ground this turn.
That heal rolling 2 under, granted, and the punch not killing that Vine Snapper, just a whole bunch of reasons why, Keejchen just kind of got a luck edge in this round, I think. I would say it probably evened out from killing Philella by now then.
Yeah, he still has 2 dead Thorn Lashers though.
It's true.
So getting the Bloodspine Vine thing going is going to be difficult. But now the Druid's back up at full armor.
Yep. At 5 now. He's going to regenerate 2, transfer 2. I mean, this is why I like that Keejchen was aggressive. It was a little bit scary there because he almost died. But now he's just like, I'll just recover every damage I did. Your 2 creatures didn't kill my dudes. Haha.
Yeah, but he's going to lose that Vine Snapper this turn, probably.
Yeah, so Red Dice has 11 mana. If he has more Fire Streams, that'll be 4. Which means that,
I think he's putting armor on now.
He's going to go full armor? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's putting on a Radiant Breastplate this turn.
So as Keejchen, then, what is your plan against that, I guess?
Rust.
I guess if he goes armor, you could rust him and then still get a 5-die piercing 1. It does the same thing, essentially.
Yeah. But you also get to attack with your Druid.
Yeah.
So I think Rust is the best choice for Keejchen this turn.
Oh,
and maybe a Tanglevine's coming out on Aaron. If we see a Tanglevine on Aaron, that is another round of the Paladin being unprotected and unable.
That's a Tanglevine stuck move. Tanglevine from the tree stuck as a quick caster main action would take Allendale and Aaron out of the fight for this round. That might be good. Oh, Bloodspine Wall going down. I guess he's saying if your Paladin wants to run away, I'm gonna bleed your stuff to death. Ballista Shot goes right through it still. So next round that may matter quite a bit. That being said, it is gonna be Druid's turn, and
the force push.
Yep, we're gonna see a surging wave. It needs an 8 up to actually go through, and he doesn't get anything out of that. Oh no!
He does get the slam.
Oh, he got a slam. Okay, I dig that. Incapacitated.
So the Paladin is gonna have a day's chance when punching the.
He also can't Fire Stream right now if he wanted to. So
that is true.
If he has armor, he has to do that. He's asking to reroll the effect. It's awesome. That's awesome. Because the Paladin has Tempered Folds, so he's giving the option. That was a little bit of a risky play out of Keejchen.
It did have potential to do some serious damage.
Yeah. I just think with the Tempered Folds, it was very unlikely to actually work. Yeah, it looks like we have a... That could be a Divine Reversal, Eye for an Eye, just armor. Could be a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. I'd say Divine Reversal, probably.
We got the 1 armor here. Piercing 1. So right now there's 0 armor. Let's think it's revealed.
Block.
Block does get revealed. 2 spell points, 4 mana to get rid of a 5-die attack. That's nice. And now it gives the red dice the chance to react.
Yeah, what's he going to do with his Paladin, huh?
He might think about taking out this Bloodspine Wall.
Bloodspine Wall has, what, 6 health?
6.
Paladin is unlikely to take that out.
No, yeah, I don't know if I would use my Paladin right now.
Well...
This is a little curious.
Is he going to teleport? Wow.
He really wants to get that stun. Oh, no, he's going to teleport Aaron.
Oh, he's teleporting the guard in. Okay, that makes sense.
But the range attack will go right through that.
Well, he doesn't worry about the ranged attack.
Yeah, I guess he'll only take 2 damage, yeah. It's not that big of a deal. That being said, Keejchen still has another spell. Stucking Allendale might be the right call here. I don't really know what the right call in this case is. I mean, Keejchen's looking at an extra 5 mana from this Lotus. Oh, he's going through. That's so dangerous. He probably won't die, but he'll die from bleeds. Yeah, I mean, he takes 2 damage and a bleed.
He's going to try and punch this Vine Snapper, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
He's like, you're a monk.
Oh, he rolls nothing. Hey, man, it was a good try.
That sucks.
So Keejchen's just waiting for Aaron to take his move. Yep, and we're going to see the Thorn Lasher go in. Oh, rolling 4 damage. That was a great hit. All crits going through, putting red dice up at 28 out of 36. You guys, holy cow.
Yeah.
Aaron, Allendale moving 1 and guarding. Choosing not to go after this vine here.
Druid has to act now.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 6 mana. He has at least the staff to do something if he wants.
Yeah.
Even making another vine in the zone isn't bad, I think.
Stuck on Allendale.
Probably a guard
might be the thing.
Guard to save the snapper, maybe.
That would work. But, I mean, the snapper will just get attacked next turn.
Okay, we're going to see a move down 1. Interesting. Ooh, that's
that might
dangerous.
Be the poison blood. The rust or the poison blood.
Yep. That's scary. Because Keejchen is known for playing nullifies as well, so... You know, you have to probably Seeking or something before you want to commit to anything there. Doesn't kill it!
Gosh.
Keejchen! Alright, I gotta say, Keejchen is, I think, getting a little bit more lucky now than Aaron. Especially this Vine Snapper survived everything, man.
Wow, that's nuts.
5 dice, only getting 1. We've all been there where, you know, you want to kill something, you just can't. It happens, you know?
Yep. That Ring of Fire took everything. Took all the luck.
Yeah, it was just like, I will burn my luck through this. That being said, we're going to the end of the initiative here. At the end of the quick action phases. So it is going to be Red Dice's initiative next round. He's going to have the Ballista open to him. Keejchen's going to be going down to 12 damage. While Red Dice is at 1 armor, 28.
This is the trick with Druids, right? He had them so close, and then you take that edge off, you got to deal with other things, and then the druid's all of a sudden back at full health, and you're like, why?
Absolutely.
Why?
That's scary. And of course he's gonna gain the Mana Lotus. So he's gonna get an additional 5, putting him at 17, 2 on the Vine Tree. I mean, he can do kind of whatever he wants. He has some enchantment on the Paladin. Could be Poison Blood, could be Nullify. I mean, hell, could be Rust. Could be a lot of things. He could just be planning on rusting and bouldering. Who knows? Regardless, I don't think Keejchen's going to die this turn, but I think Red Dice has a chance, and that is scary.
Yep, he could. He could die this turn. And we've already seen 2 teleports out of Red Dice, right?
I think 2
or 3.
It's either 2 or 3, but I think he's had 2 lessers as well. I want to say.
Has.
No, Red
Keejchen's
Dice.
had 2 lessers.
No, Red Dice.
Man, why can't I look in this?
I know, right? He has to allow spectators to do that. But I'm pretty sure he did that to Aaron last round. I think he did it to Allendale once, and then he used 2 teleports, I think, on the Druid itself. Because I think he kidnapped the Druid twice. I want to say. I don't know. I could be wrong. Regardless, Red Dice is at 14 mana, so he can do generally what he wants. You know?
Yeah, this is getting kind of dangerous here.
I mean, you know, the Bliss is probably going to kill this Vine Snapper, but that may not solve the problem because.
No, I think Allendale might kill the Vine Snapper.
Oh, okay, that would work.
Or
I mean,
might use the monk on it.
That would be ridiculous.
Might not anymore.
I mean, Allendale has a guard, so my guess is Red Dice is going to move to the left one and just get out of this zone and say, I have the Tempered Fools reroll, so your snatch may not work.
It is a 5-up, though.
Yeah.
And using your Paladin first is maybe not the best plan.
Yeah, that's fair.
And with that enchant on...
Oh, man. I mean, do you risk a heal? You know? I mean, probably the best thing...
You might risk a minor heal.
I mean, the big thing is, you know, if you pass your quick because you want to do, like, some level 1 enchantment plus a heal, you might just die to, like, a boulder.
Yeah. He does have to do 8 damage, though.
Yeah, and he has 1 armor, so it's tough to do 9.
But, I mean, Keejchen could do 2 boulders.
Yes, the double boulder play. It's like Keejchen is going to put something on this tree.
Or a boulder and a rock, because he's planning to reveal Nullify or something.
Yeah.
Boulder and a rock would do it, statistically.
You know, that nature attack spell? If he thinks there's going to be like another, block, that would be a good choice against that. It is double strike. Double strike.
I don't think Red Dice has another block.
Probably not. But so Keejchen having another card in this tree, it's possible he'll cast it. I could see it. It depends how. I mean, I guess Keejchen ideally wants to punch the mage because he's probably feeling like he can survive until he has initiative next round. If he wants to go for this creature,
I don't know what he would do with the tree though.
I guess if it was his initiative,
Bloodspine wall between Allendale and the zone. I guess
I like that.
That would work.
Yeah, or a Tanglevine on the Paladin.
Well, the problem with Tanglevining the Paladin is that he now has 2 guards that he can just guard in there with. Mm-hmm. So, I guess you can get around it with a Thorn Lasher, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, right. That tree is scary right now. I mean, if you Tanglevine the Paladin as well, and the Paladin took a teleport and something else, then he's freaking out even more over it. Then again, he has the stuck staff, so Tanglevine may not be the best choice. Just because they do about the same thing. Yeah, Red Dice is thinking. This might be a second everyone watching just because, he's so close to death.
Yeah, it's dangerous. He's living dangerously. I would have definitely put more armor on, I think.
Yeah, he had the choice of being aggressive or more armor. And,
yeah.
That's why I'm not sure if I agree with that Mana Crystal Monk opening, just because it makes your actions so much tougher to use.
Well, his monk has done some damage this game. Now the
That's
Druid's
true.
healed all of it.
The monk has worked out. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not one to talk, right? I mean, the last several games I've played, I think I've put very little armor on and suffered for it. So.
Yeah, armor's one of those things, man. I mean, then again, he did put himself in a spot where he just, blasted his own, and then just was like, all right, time to take a bunch of damage.
Yeah, right?
I wonder if, we go back, if he should have challenged something to just try and make sure he got the kill on something or not.
That's true. He has not used challenge at all this game.
And
I don't think he's gained any valor either. Did he? He has never melee attacked anything.
I think he has, but I don't know if he bothered.
Well, he tried. He moved away and cast the Tempered Folds, and then he ballista shot the Vine Snapper.
Yeah, and he's been using.
So
fire
I don't think he's
streams
punched anything.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Huh.
I mean, he does only have 3 dice with his punch, so.
Yeah.
Squeaky chair.
I think
unfortunately, I just don't think he has enough space to mess around. Like, he really has to be defensive right now. And
he has the creatures. Let them do the damage. Let his mage survive, basically.
Yeah, and that's great and all. If he can keep his creatures alive and keep himself alive.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he has, a group mend or something.
Yeah, that'd be great right now. Oh, man. If there's, a jinx on him, that would be so funny.
It would be, because he'd be casting a full action spell.
Yeah.
On group mend.
Jinx is one of those cards I used to play. I used to play one of, just because in situations like this, it can just win you the game.
Yep. Jinx is good. I've done that with Nullify and with Jinx too.
Yeah, Nullify works as well in the same kind of way.
In fact, I did it to Red Dice. Nullify. I knew he had to purify and then heal, so I just nullified him.
It's so ridiculous.
And whichever one he did first is gonna get countered.
So I wonder if he chooses Tattery, just in case his tree goes into fire and he just wants to start healing it. He has the options then. And he's like, I'm willing to pay the 1 mana.
Yeah, it seems like it's fulfilling the same role as the monk, right? It's using an action to delay the use of the mage.
Yeah, it definitely does that, which is super useful.
But it's also functioning like a harmonize.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. Red Dice,
sure that
quote,
was the
period, end quote.
I wonder if that was basically why Tattery was invented. To be an in.
Yeah, because you have Tattery and you have the ring, and the ring removes conditions, and Tattery removes the damage. Oh, here we go.
Hey, I called it.
Bloodspine Wall does go down, separating Allendale out. I guess he could. And he prepared a spell. Weird. I guess he could melee it, but that's tough to kill.
Red Dice choosing not to quick cast.
Ooh, so he wants to get that double thing. The swell going down. I like this play. He gets that damage. 3 damage. Is he gonna have him reroll?
He
goes through. No, he has to go up. He has to push up.
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't get a choice here. And so we're gonna have a 3-die.
Red Dice is having him reroll.
Yep. It's I mean, it is a 7-up, so it is very possible he won't get it. But does he want to risk it? Holy cow. He's at 31 out of 36, guys. If he does go through, he takes another 3 dice piercing 2 hit with a chance to bleed. Granted, if he has a heal, that could be helpful.
At this point, it might be better to just be farther away.
He wants to run away, it looks like. All right, well, he's going to take a 3-die hit. Let's see if he gets the bleed as well.
That's dead.
He's dead. That's it. That's game, guys.
My gosh.
Sorry if I'm loud here, but holy cow, rolling max damage on 3 dice, 6 damage going through. That is a GG, guys. Red Dice saying dang. Did he copy and paste that? Unholy Reversal was on his mage the whole time. Looks like Seeking Dispel.
He was going to Seeking Dispel and then heal, probably.
So we had 2 Seeking Dispels in his book.
Yeah, Seeking Dispel heal. Yep.
The Rust was in his book. He probably would have moved away to get out of range of the Thorn Lasher. All in all, good game out of both.
That would have done it if he could have moved away.
Hey, Shark, how you doing, man?
I timed that one well.
So I gotta say, I think both players rolled pretty high. So when both players roll well, it probably evens out. The big difference is that, Red Dice really rolled high against other creatures than the mage, and then Keejchen just rolled really well against the mage. But then again, that monk did 4 crits. So. Wow, Red Dice is super upset.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Well, the rolls happen,
It's part of the game.
It sucks.
Even if you make all the right moves, if luck's against you, it happens. That being said, I would say it was about even. In that
we
could
go through it and get the plus minuses and stuff, but in the end, I think the Vine Snapper not dying was a big problem for Red Dice.
Yeah, it was when he rolled poorly. It was a big deal because he got extra stuff out of it, like extra actions.
Right. But he also rolled really well and knocked Philella out of the sky.
Which it shouldn't have killed Philella. It theoretically could have burned and then could have also killed her then. But, a whole nother, hydrothermal vent thing, all that stuff didn't happen because of that. Regardless, I think both players played well here. This was just a really fun match to watch.
The interesting that the first enchantment that went down on the Druid was a bear strength, right?
Yeah, it was.
He was planning on punching someone.
Second bark. I'm just gonna roll through these cards really quick. Looks like he had a Soul Reaper in Keejchen's deck. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Did he show the book?
Yeah, he did. Sorry, my cat's decided to join us. But I'm just gonna roll through these. If you guys want to see the cards, you can pause the video here. But just some cool cards.
He's got the enchantments at the end, or the equipment at the end.
He had the Meridias. He had the Orchids. Healing Trees were in this book.
Man, that living armor though was so good.
Yeah,
living armor is ridiculous.
It was. Sometimes it would go down to 0, but in general he got more armor than not. When it came to that 2 average.
Well, it would go down to 0 on the last attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he would always have at least 1 armor from his armor against everything, and he would start the round with 2 or 3. It was so good. He did have Tanglevines in there.
Yeah, he did. He just didn't play.
How many
them.
living armors are there? I didn't even look.
He has that 2, 3
living armors.
Ugh.
Which it's fair. That's a really good armor to have. So
yeah, I know. I don't know. That armor is stupid.
So so Red Dice isn't out of this tournament yet.
No, this is the very first game out of 5 games that he's
Oh
played.
yeah, week
Exactly.
one. Week 1 is week 1. You have 4 more to go.
I mean, Keejchen is a really good player, so it really was anyone's match here, and it's just that's just how all the game turned out here. So I guess
Man.
and I gotta say, I think Red Dice playing the economy play early, I honestly think that's what hurt him a bit more. It would have been a different game, obviously, but I really think not being able to advance on Keejchen was a problem when he hit turn 3 or 4. That being said, he did play very well by teleporting and the Ring of Fire that basically just almost killed the whole zone in itself with 4 creatures in it.
Did Keejchen have a poison blood?
Looks like Glancing
No.
Blow. No, he did not.
Huh.
He did have Debilitate, if that would have mattered. And he had Jinx too. Interesting.
There's a lot of interesting spells in here that I don't know why he didn't use. He's up there punching mages, but he's got so many backup plans.
Keejchen here. I think what Keejchen was doing is basically he was like, I'm going to take damage on my mage so you don't kill my creatures, and then I'm just going to heal. Passively. Red Dice saying he's already out of this league. That is not true. It's interesting he says that because Keejchen is probably one of the most favored players in this whole tournament, I would say even. That being said, I think we're going to stop stream here. Everyone that's watching live, I appreciate you guys showing up, hanging out. Everyone watching on the YouTube VODs, thank you again for watching our stream. If you're not in the tournament, you want to participate next time, just be on the lookout for it because we'll be announcing it. When this one ends up ending, sometime around there.
This one should be over by end of June.
Yeah, so probably run early July, I would say. And I don't want to say any finite dates, but you know what I mean. That being said, Puddin, always fun to watch a game with you, man.
Yeah, I enjoy commenting games. Commenting games is fun.
It really is.
You know what I miss in this book here?
Which one?
Red Dice's.
Mm.
If he had a defend in here, he could have gotten another creature out and had a guard for the Vine
yeah,
because
that would have been cool.
There were a couple of turns when he had some significant mana and
he had armor. Interesting.
Did he have armor?
Yeah, he had Radiant Posse.
Oh yeah, it's a couple of Rhino hides.
And Rhino hide. He could have gone up another 4 armor if he wanted.
He could have gone up another 4 armor, yeah. And Divine Protection. He just...
Oh, he had Hand of Bim. Wow. Interesting that he didn't play that. It's one of those cards.
Yeah, I haven't seen the early parts. It looks like he outthought himself.
Yeah, he had a lot of looks like he had a lot of early game cards for the early game, but he just didn't play them, I guess. Hey, Crusade Banner. Wow. Interesting. Any another Ring of Fire? All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here.
All right. We'll see everybody later.
Shark, you want the final word?
When in doubt, kill with fire.
He did.